Long time no see, as they say. Let's put the kibosh on the music. So what's new today? Well, looks like my internet's working. A, B. 9.19 got pushed out. So let's do a quick overview of 9.19. Basically, with 9.19, we're going to see the implementation. Hey, only name, what's up? Thanks. Hopefully my internet stays working. It's still this. Like, seriously, I get on just long enough to play my games for 20k, and then usually my internet goes to hell. But yeah, nice to see you again, my friend. I hope you've been having a lovely, lovely past few weeks, and a lovely 3-day weekend if you're in America. So, sorry, got some ice here. Ranked battles are coming into the game. There's been a lot of complaint about this, because with ranked battles, you're going to be earning essentially improved equipment, which you gain from bonds, which are awarded by your rank, determination of your rank in the ranked battle mode. They last for 7 days. There's 5 of these, if I remember correctly. 7 days, sorry. So there's 4 7-day stages. You play your ranked mode, and then at the end, you get awards. So it's a 28-day thing. You'll also be able to earn badges that you can put onto a tank. This is sort of like, it reminds me sort of CSGO's Battle Book, Battle Pass, something like that, right? Basically, you earn rewards that are unique to that ranked battle mode. The big thing, though, are the directives and the improved equipment. People feel that with the improvements off of these two things, the characteristics of tanks will be changed, so much so that players that do not participate in ranked battle mode will be at a severe disadvantage. I myself, this is the thing you have to realize, is a year ago I was a sub 500 WN8 player. And I decided, you know what, you can sit there and complain about the top whatever getting all the reward tanks, or you could get good and get a reward tank yourself. So I got good, and I got this stuff. This should be the same thing. Ranked battle mode, for the average player, is going to be something that will push them to get better. I really think complaining about the equipment is sort of removing what actually is being done for the player base here by Wargaming. You have to realize that most people have possibly some issues getting into the top tier clans, and this is giving you a way to get rewards that are on par to top tier clans by yourself, because you don't have to be in a clan to participate. So I really, honestly, hats off to Wargaming, because it's adding a new mode that solo players can actually be involved in. So you have to look at it from that side. And if you're not ranking high enough, you need to get good. That's reality. I sat there when I first started, and I had those same complaints, and then I realized the only reason these guys are getting this stuff is because they took the time to improve their gameplay and do well. So instead of complaining about people getting this stuff, put in the work and get it yourself. Another cool thing is they've updated the missions tab. We'll go over that in game here shortly. It's sort of neato kabito. Clan management can now finally be done from in-game. You used to have to drop into the web, into like Chrome or Internet Explorer or whatever, Opera or whatever people use nowadays, and do gold distribution from the web page. Now you can do it from in-game, so that's really neato kabito. Strongholds have been a little bit modified as well. We've had HD models implemented. Most of these I wouldn't be too concerned about. The cool ones to me are the T-44, the IS-2, and I can't remember if this is the Chinese. I think this is the Chinese one. And then the Sta-1. So we'll take a look at the T-44 and the Sta-1 at least to see what the HD models look like. Sound, they finally added female voiceovers for our female crew members. Let me tell you, that gets a little confusing hearing a dude talk when you have a female crew. They finally removed Tank Company Battle. nothing really lost there. The recruit training missions were disabled. Matchmaker has been adjusted slightly to favor the 357 a little bit more, and it should be a little bit more reasonable in the future from that. Perks, this is a huge change, and unfortunately for us that have already selected our female crew members, it's sort of a bad change, because Sisterhood of Steel now is functional with Brothers in Arms, so you can use a female commander, and this is really a kick in the pants for most players, because unless it's in the bat chat, you've wasted female crew members. That's reality now with this change. So it sort of sucks. I almost wish they'd give us a free retraining on our female crew members. Other than that, auto-aim, they've changed how the locking functions now of the turret, so you can lock your turret and then move the camera. It was right mouse button, now they've modified it. And that's the auto-aim button is now used for that. Changes to the vehicle, they've added the Tiger 131, which is the Heroes tank. It's a tan Tiger with camo on it. It's pretty cool looking. If you like the Tiger tank, you'll like that. Panzerkampfwagen 7 has had some changes. We'll see that right when we switch over. And they changed the armor on the VKK, which is the reward tanks. Other than that, they've added some Super Tester tanks. And the Sherman got a buff to its gun mantlet. The Fury got a buff to its gun mantlet. And the Sherman Jumbo, which, God forbid, needed another buff, has now even better mantlet armor. So, yeah, honestly, yeah, they should allow us free retraining. I'm sort of sad about that. So, first things first, the VKK has been modified, or VKK, Panzerkampfwagen has been modified slightly. They've added a machine gun port. They've added these little boxes on the sides. These are not weak points, supposedly, according to Wargaming. And nor is this. These are not weak points. They're just model changes. So that's basically it. The other model changes were on the Sta-1 and the T-44. Looking at the T-44, nothing really different there. It just looks a little bit more like a Russian tank to me. Some slight changes on its turret here. You see this little projection here off of the tank. A little different. Top of tank there, that's basically it. The back end is not square. If you remember, the back of this tank used to be basically just a square. So now there's a slight angle here. So this will make the back end of this tank a little bit more trolly, because it used to just be a flat surface, and now it's slightly angled in the downward. So that will be sort of neato cabito, but other than that, no real big changes on that. I do see a slight flat space here that might actually be tenable. Be interesting to see what happened here with the armor profile. I tried to check Tanks GG, it wasn't working for me earlier. And then they've modified the Sta-1, and boy oh boy, does it look a little different. Back deck looks severely high now. That's much different than I remember. Other than that, it looks pretty much the same. The gun mantlet's a little bit more projected, so your cheeks aren't as exposed as they were previously. The Commander's Cupola has this slight armor lift here, but besides that, the tank looks pretty much the same. Now we'll go into the missions tab and take a gander at that. Oh! So fancy! The T-92 currently is on track. If you're interested in the T-92, you can knock this out. As you can see, basically you can earn a bunch of free swag. You can earn a camo net. Obviously, it looks like there's been some changes there. Getting your crew on track, rushing down the line, equip your tank. The reward is enlarged Grod slot, some credits, because apparently they have gotten rid of the tank rewards, and that's basically it. Interesting. USA tokens, small repair kit. Yeah, that's sort of neato cabito. Missions tab looks to be a little bit different. It's cute. I think it takes up too much space for what it really needs to be. Meatheads missions, as previously, light tank focus on Chinese lines, tank rewards every day. Some Iron Seal tokens. This is a little bit different. 20,000 experience per day. Tank rewards here. You know, just basically, this is how it looks now for your missions tab. I personally don't like it because there's too much scrolling to get the information. I mean, it's cute, Like, don't get me wrong, it's cute looking, but the amount of time it takes you to get what you need, it takes too long, in my opinion. Really, these should not be fully expanded. They should just be truncated, and they should just be in a list. So it should be stacked straight down. They could have made it half a screen. It didn't need to be full screen. I don't know. What do I know? I don't design games. And then basically the same. This is just everything cut down, and then you can come here and select the tank that you're looking at, and it'll adjust the missions for that tank. Nothing too fancy. I don't know. It is what it is. Ranked battles won't start until June 5th, so you don't have to worry about that for about another week or so. No big deal. But yeah, 9.19. Surprise. A lot of people probably